Hello, how do I store my fabrics, or how to store fabrics for your sewing room? Well, we purchase a lot of fabrics and we put a shelf unit in our office, and I just make sure I wipe it down so that I can put the fabric on it. So it's a gladiator shelf unit, and the wire, it has wire shelf units. So just clean up the shelf, because I took it from the house. It has canning jar on it. We use those. We don't have it. It was empty. I pretty much move things around because I have more than one of those shelf units to free one, and my husband helped me bring it to the office. And those are the fabrics that we purchase at the store, and I'm going to put them on the shelf unit. We did a multiple trip to bring those home. Like my kids and I stay at the store to go through the measuring of the yard, recording it and all that, while my husband brought some home and came back. And I think he did two trips before we all came back home with the last trip. But yeah, so he put them on the office table, and I know it's going to happen, and I didn't really want that to stay on the office table, so that during the week for me to work, I have the office table available to work with. So as soon as we came home and whatever I need to do for food wise was taken care of, I came down to the office to organize those fabric and put them away. So I try to organize them by color, and I just keep them on the board. I'm now going to take them off of the board and refold them on it in. The shelf unit is not against the wall, therefore I have a little bit space at the back to push the bolt in, and the shelf unit is wide enough that most of the bolt will be on it, and I just make sure they are pushed in to have that space. So I try to organize it by color, and as I'm picking it up, I'm just putting those colors where those colors are. And since we have a lot of them, and that's pretty much what I did. That way it's easy when I'm sewing, when I'm pulling out of inventory to sew. If I'm looking for blue, I can just go to blue arrow. I had to say that by putting the one on top of the other, though. If you want something at the bottom, you have to pull some from the top down before you can get to the bottom one, so you can keep things organized. And we purchase more than 100. Those fabrics there are more than 100, maybe 114 or 113 or 112 or so. Few were repetitive, more of them, like they have two bolt of the same the same fabric type. But other than that, most of them are different. So one color stack is already full, so that means I had to find another spot for it. Another way it could have been organized is as well to have solid color separately from printed color, but I put solid color and printed color together, just organize them by color, because I'm working with one shelf unit. But you just have to see what works for you. If you need to have printed fabric separate from solid one for easy access and you have space, yeah, you could try that as well. Separate them by color and separate them by texture, like solid separately from printed. And as you can see, there are some that quickly we have more than one, we have enough to have more than one stack. The black and the blue, I don't know that the first one that reached the top there, what that one is, but there is blue and black that are full. That stack is full already. And sometimes I don't even know how to classify the color based on the print on it, how I'll classify it. But by, for those printed fabric, you'll go with the background color. Is what determines the color of the fabric, the background color. Or if the print are big print, like that one in my hand for instance, I'll put it in the green. So green is full as well. That's the one that I didn't know what color was it. So green is full, blue is full, black is full. Is that one red or brown? Because I put it on the brown. And that one I'll put it on the yellow. Well, I put it on the brown. Brown. Those will be gray. I'll be blue. And we sew to sell, so we with those fabrics, printed fabric, I will call them quilting cotton. Most of them are 150 GSM. Some of them are lighter than that. But yeah, we sew zipper pouch, cloth napkin, towels, kitchen dish towels, face wipe to sell. And those fabric were on sale, and I thought it was, I could stock up on them. Although this year 2024 I didn't sew new product for our store, I sew to replenish our inventory when I'm low in some product. But I plan on listing product that I sold, but I have not listed yet. I plan of listing them this year, but I was not able to do it. I just noticed that creating YouTube video took most of my time during the week, and I didn't really work on listing new products. And therefore I decided, well, close to the few months before the end of the year, that if the one YouTube a week is going to take multiple days to put together, then until I figure out a style that is more efficient for me, I might as well just create 2 or more YouTube videos. And maybe by increasing the number of videos that I'm creating a week, I might find a way to a style that works for me to be able to get a video out without spending multiple days on it. And from that point, I'll be able to free sometimes for our physical product. So, and that's how I decided to publish 4 videos a week, 1 for each content categories, to see how I can come up with a system that works for us to allow us to upload video fast without spending too much time on the creating and on the recording and editing and thumbnail side of the the process. Because I have a schedule that I follow, and Mondays I will write the article for our blog. Tuesday I will create the thumbnails. Sunday I did the recording. Monday I'll write the article. Tuesday I will create the thumbnail. Wednesday I will publish the video. And as you can see, that's 4 days dedicated to one video. And Sundays, when I create video, I'll batch record videos. For this video that I'm recording right now, November 17, 2014, I recorded, I don't know how many, but I think I recorded 2 videos with my camera. And this video I recorded before, on that day that we purchased the fabric. I record the video, and now I'm recording the voice. While I'm watching the video, I'm recording the voice using OBS, and in the editing software I will take the voice, add it underneath the video to export it as the complete video. So for this recording, I believe I record 2 videos prior to this one: the haul, the voice for the haul, the voice for the office organization to free a space for their shelf unit, and then the storing of the fabric. So 2 videos that I recorded that day before we went to get the fabrics. I prepped the room to free the space for the shelf unit, and I record some clips, and then I record the haul and then I record when I'm putting it away, and I know that I can create content with those clips. And now I'm adding voice to those clips so that I can make the video whole. But yeah, so I will batch record, and today is a Sunday, but creating 4 videos a week, I'm recording more often than just one time a week. But yeah, when I'm recording a video, I'll batch record, but when I'm writing the article, I'll just write an article for one video that will be published on Wednesday. That's the way I used to do it when I was publishing one video a week. So, and then the thumbnail will be for that video that I'm going to publish, and then Wednesday I'll publish the video. So that's 4 days that will go into the video content production. And then Thursday is for the business to it could be web maintenance, website maintenance, or adding a new product to the site, to the website, or editing the product pictures. But that Thursday, a lot of time I just was not able to do those. I did a little bit on the maintenance side of the store, the web store. And Friday I'll do accounting, finance for the business, recording sales, invoice paid. And Saturday I will sew. And Saturday I will sew product to update the inventory, like if you are low in a stock. And I will sew garment because I'm pretty much learning and improving my sewing skill. So I'm sewing garment, and because we have a clothing store as well, so I'm sewing garment, and we have garment for our kids, and do that for the school year, right before the school year. But this year I thought, instead of just doing it 1 month and then after a year do it again, if I want to improve my sewing skill, to find more product line for our product, I might just sew year around for them. Instead of sewing a lot in 1 month for their school year, I might just sew, you know, maybe once a week or once a month for each one of them or so, to spread it around throughout the year. That way they have new outfits, pretty much once a month type things. But I'm still working on the pattern because I'm drawing our own pattern. I'm sewing more often than that for them so that I can improve my pattern drafting skills. But yeah, and so since I was not able to really work on our physical product, although I'm sewing, I just, you know, decided to work on our digital product, which is the content production. That's digital. We do have digital of store as well, but I thought about uploading new listing new product that we have created, but we have not listed yet for our digital product. But I was not able to do that either. But yeah, so I focus on just creating more video content to publish, so that I can see if I'm publishing a lot, how much time I want to spend on the video side of our products, so that I can free space for the physical product. I don't know if it makes sense. Having 1 video a week is taking me 4 days, and I thought having 4 videos a week uploaded will take me less. That's kind of weird, but I thought if I had to publish a lot, I won't spend too much time on 1 video. Does that make sense? And by doing that, I'll be able to find good enough area that I'm okay with for the quality of the video that I'm publishing, the style of video that I want to record, and I will be able to free a day or 2 for our physical product. And again, for our video content is about things that we can all learn, few things that are turning into a video. Recording the shelf unit that I put in the office, I share pretty much one way you can keep your business expenses low by repurposing what you have around there, downsizing a little bit your house to free few supplies for enough for your business. And by the fabric haul, pretty much stock up for your business on sale. But again, how I do those haul so that when I come home, use fabric to our inventory without having to pull those to record on our. So we have the number of yard on the sticker on the bolt, but I wrote down the name of the fabric on a paper. A paper is what I use to spreadsheet or inventory spreadsheet, so that I can get all those fabrics in inventory. And by taking an inventory out of by spreadsheet, and when I make finished product, I'll add it to the inventory. And when I sold that finished product, I will enter the sale so that I can track the cost of goods sold and update the inventory of the remaining product, so that the value of the inventory is up to date. And this video is just to share, how you can sort those fabric, so that when you are looking for a specific color, you can just track that one down and go there to see what you use. For us as well, to know the type of fabric when we want to stock up the type of fabric buy. And I think I will just buy the one that I like, I'm drawn to at that moment. I don't know, see the color that I'm drawn to, then I might just just buy more of those colors that I like. But yeah, sometimes we resell those fabric as well. But if I make product fabric and still have it on hand, then I will cancel that order. And it happened a few times. But yeah, I'm just thinking about different product line that I can add it to. I like to sew our products. I try private label those containers on the side of the shelf units. Some of them, not all of them, but some towels there that we private label from China there as well. But I like to sew our product, so yeah, at least for product that I can sew, I just prefer to sew them, label them. But yeah, so and we could really introduce some sewing supplies as well. And that is one, for instance, because we sew product to sell, one way to increase to or scale the business would be to introduce sewing supplies. My main issue though, I like to offer free shipping, so I have to calculate the cost of the shipping into the cost of the product before I set the price. And it is a learning process for me, because for some of the product that, like, I will sell it for $3.99 for instance, the shipping could cost me $5. So for those products, I will tend to bundle them up to have a set of 3, but I will have like a set of 1 to just see if that will sell to start with. But they just eat into the we lost money on those. But yeah, those sewing supply that won't be too bulky and won't be too small, that the price won't be high enough to include the cost of the shipping. I had to find that right product, but it does be so and we can sense. And that's pretty much in some way what I do by selling some. I think for the one that I will sew with because it's not that I can go to the store and find more of those. Therefore, if I sew product with it and then somebody then I won't have it on hand to ship. It happened a few times. It doesn't happen often. I feel like I like them. I want to make product out of them and sell. I just prefer to make product to sell rather than selling the fabric. It's easier to, like, when I just come and package it and ship it rather than trying to a product that is purchased to package. So the packaging of product that we sew is a little bit different than our resell product. I tried that business model, and after for a year selling toys, hardware product, bed sheet, it's for you. I just noticed that I like to ship bed, I like to ship fabric, so that, and I told my husband that we are not going to for the resell. I like to continue so that skill, but I want to narrow it down to fabric and bed. So it's good to try those things. What will work for you. I didn't really like to sell much because it requires you to have a lot of things on hand, like to have a lot of inventory on hand. I just didn't care much I don't like empty space. I just didn't really like that resell model as much as I like handmade business model, because I can make a lot of product out of one type of fabric. Therefore, fabric, I can sew different product out of it. What you'll have on hand for that is not as much as having a different type of product that you are reselling. So, I like to resell fabric, but I would prefer to resell and continue stock off. Makes sense. Running low, I can buy hand. For some fabric that I will get, it's hard to use that to make product unless I have, but it will take a while before I find the middle ground that works for me. But it's not off the table yet. They don't sell often, but they do sell. And those supplies that we use, that we can roast well to sell, the raw cost of that product. They are low price items, and I like to to come up with different product line with that high price items that will allow me to account for our overhead. So the containers units my name of shelf unit to store our packaging product and things like that. More plastic containers for the finished product, and it'll be good to have to estimate those and cost that in the cost of the good as well as the shipping. So the price has to be a little bit high. It could be high price value items so that I can account this. But for $3.99 type of product, not much can be included in that. But I like to sell them as well. It's good to have. It's pretty much how I sew napkin, paper towels. But then after the first and the second one, that we are using a lot of products by himself, bag will last him months. And I say to myself, well, you are not alone anymore. You have kids. They are drooling. They are. I thought a little bit about it. At the time I was still thinking about, how to lower our cloth diapers. No, not how to sew cloth diapers, but into reusable diapers. And I was thinking about buying them, and I purchased some, and I lost it with it as myself. And then I'm into the rabbit hole to search the fabric that I will use, and fleece from polar fleece, and just use those. More of the cloth diaper were those. I just bought one color, bought a bunch of have a discount on the price, and bought bamboo and cotton fabric as well. So there's kind of models stitch it together, and I didn't like it because we were living in an apartment, and I wanted to save money, and those will take a while to dry, and I like go laundry go in another building in the apartment to do the laundry, and I had to put quarters in the machine. And diapers, I had to wash them multiple times a week. Therefore, to save money, I hangers, like things to dry in. We have 2-bedroom apartment. The kids sleep in our bedroom with us in their own bed, and we keep one bed to have all the one, and that we put racks there to dry things on it. So using flat diapers were more economical for me. Therefore, I bought those fabric, and they didn't fray. After sewing the edges of it, I didn't have to cut the right size for the did. And I just sew the diapers. That's how my sewing was. But I learned to sew way when I was younger, and didn't do anything with that until I started to sew when I was expecting my second child. When my husband complained about paper towel, I thought about sewing those napkins for us to use as well, because I've bought some napkins for bum wipes for the babies, and I said I can sew those as well. And I didn't draft my own diaper. I tossed them, but I should have kept it. I know that idea, but who knows, I could have that line, that product. But I just used one of the diaper that I put on a paper, sew it, try it on my daughter, because wanting disposable diaper when I was expecting, and I will adjust the pattern right for her size, and I start sewing snaps to put on it, and then I start sewing baby side for the infant that will be born few months after. So, and I just sew a bunch of flat diapers, and after they all use it, all three use the diaper, I put them away, and I use that my 2 daughters are teenagers. We use when I sew the pad for myself, I didn't sew it multiple layers together. It's just for myself disposable pad, and because it takes me, and I just use the cloth menstrual pad, and I hand wash them in the bathroom container. I will wash the one that and then I just save theirs. When they outgrow their diapers, they don't need it anymore, they are potty trained, I just save those diapers. People the age, and they start having their menstrual, I just give it to sanitize them. Of course, as I sanitize them, and those diaper they use it as a menstrual decades a decade or like years later, when they reach that teenage stage. Isn't that amazing? So that's one way we save money, and our channel is all about different ways you can make money and different ways you can save money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And just the way we do it is what we share on our online. If there is a thing or two that can spark some ideas for you to implement in your business, in your finances, and that's great. And that is the purpose of it. So yeah, I don't know the train of my thought that led to here, but yeah, I like to just have find more product line, high price product line that I can add to our existing product line to scale the business. And if supplies that we are using and price of the product could allow us to include the shipping, and if I head to it, okay, even labor is not included, that will be fine. But I'm improving the scaling of our business by adding more product line, high price product line, or adding customization. I could add in those type of product as well, but it's a learning process. I thought originally that I would old detail. Like when we package our hand, we have the instruction detail on a paper. There much shipping information on that things didn't fit it, so I moved the fabric at the bottom. It's not that thing didn't, but the fabric trying to use to cover the shelf didn't fit there, and I like to cover, and that is a bed sheet that I propose because we don't use that bed sheet anymore. So that's out there out of the bed and pull it and to see if I use it to cover, and that's something I use for our windows as well. Instead of sewing drip for the windows, I'll use those big flaps that we have on hand. We don't use for windows, but that is just one that I like to use to cover that. The way I'm using it on the side, I can just that one to cover it, and I think it's a size sheets. Yeah, but yeah, just to cover it that way off of it, because for something that this can accumulate dust quite a bit, and just one way for me to just off of it, and I can just lift that to access the fabrics and pull it down from dust. But that is the idea, and that is how we use our fabric in our sewing room or our office. Thank you. And those fabrics that we store, they were like, I don't know if that is a palette or what they work with, and I like them. And the pants my son is wearing, I sewed that for him, and you can see the fabric on sale. And we fill up about 2 carts with them after we are done. And you can see the one on the pallet are the one we didn't buy. But yeah, and we just pretty much purchased everything that was on the bolt. And the office, that wall has some containers there that house our products, and I moved them out of the way to the opposite wall, and we have a little shelf unit there that I move out of there as well. It was holding our packaging, some of our packaging things, and I have some container on the floor because I have fabrics in them, and I have some soap, oil in boxes there as well, and some fabric residual in bags. But pretty much, yeah, a lot in the sewing area, and we have a lot of fabrics there as well. On that shelf unit is the same shelf unit, and we needed to clean an area for the fabric that we will purchase, and I thought this wall side of the wall would be a good spot for it. And I moved things out of there to repurpose a shelf unit from our house to that office for that. Thank you. Yeah, what I was saying before is a lot of our products that we sell originated from making product that we use in our household. So I was making those products for ourselves to save money, and later I start selling them, making them to sell to make money. So those cloth napkins, I was making them, I made them for ourselves to save money from not buying paper towel. And few years later I start selling them, and I start selling them in 2014, and making soap for ourselves. I start selling soap as well. So a lot of our product were product are made, are created, made for our household, and later start selling them. That's how our physical product business started, and over time it grew from there. When I read review from people buying our product, review that they left like on Etsy for instance, and they say how they are using the product, sometimes the product, the way they are using it is different from the intent, the original intent. And I will say to myself, oh, if that can be used like that, maybe this product that I can make can be, more suited for that use. But the thing is, a lot of our product has multiple purpose, and I like it. It is the original intention as well. I like it like that. One thing that we can use multiple ways. So, but it makes it challenging to list those products. She will list it with the use in the title or the product as the way it is called. And if you list it with the use in the title, she will list it for each type of uses it has. I do both sometimes, but yeah, when client left a review and say how they tend to use the product, it inspired me to create product for that use, for that intent. For instance, one client let us know that she uses our flour sack to wipe her glasses, and I was just amazed. I didn't know that it can be used that way, and that's something I learned from her. And then I thought about, okay, can I make it smaller so that we can put it in glass? It can go inside of the glass cover, and I think I have mine here, but yeah, if I can find it. But I have not listed yet, but a smaller one that can go inside the case, because the size that she purchased is a bigger size, but she likes it big. But I know I have a smaller one that I made for my children to put in there. They have a pouch. Angelique, can you give me your glass pouch? So they have their pouch that they put it in, but I'm thinking about designing in a way that is smaller, that we can just put it with the glass. But it's just the review from our client, how they use our product inspired me to create other product. Yeah, so in this instance, based on how she uses it, I thought it would be good to have a zipper pouch just for glasses, and I divided in two so that the pouch, the glass is in one, and the fabric used, Angelique, you need to wash your fabric, is in the other. You have two. That's good, but you have, okay. But anyway, so that's is in another, makes it easy to get those out. And we need to wash your pouch as well. That way they can just put in their backpack and have everything together. And again, it was something I got inspired from that client when she described a little bit how she used our tower and carry them together with a small container that has a solution in it. That inspired me not only to create a smaller version of the tower, but to create a pouch to carry both with the glass. And I said, come and take. So thank you. But yeah, but originally we start with what we use ourselves and expand it to what based on what other uses that the tower can have, inspire us to create more product. But now I'm trying to think about creating high price item. The idea is not coming easily. It could be because it's not something we are using ourselves. I have to think about it. But if it's something we are using, it makes it easy for me to look at, okay, these things that I'm creating for ourselves, I can create it to sell. But yeah, that is what I was trying to talk about, and then I went to the diaper route and forgot about it. I just wanted to say that a lot of times things that we sell are things that we originally made it for ourselves to use, and over time I started to make them to sell. So we made them to save money for ourselves, and then later I made them to sell to make money. So thank you. We thank you very much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. We thank you very much. you that subscribe to our channel. Afiabi Liberman, Cross of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and in soap.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways you can save money and different ways you can make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And sewing your own clothing or sewing to sell is one way to make money, or if you are sewing for yourself, it's one way to save money. So thank you so much.